coach, mentor, and role model for numerous young people at LaSalle Academy in our state. While at LaSalle, OD, as he was affectionately known, helped to lead the lacrosse team to the New England State Championship in 1977, beginning a lifetime passion for the sport. A star at the University of New Haven, he was inducted into the New England Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2006. Colonel O'Donnell's law enforcement career was also legendary. After serving as a state correctional officer and with the North Kingston Police Department, Steve joined the Rhode Island State Police in 1986. During his tenure with the state police, he served in many capacities, most notably for his undercover work infiltrating the New England Mafia and patriotic crime family. His involvement led to hundreds of arrests and seizures of hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vehicles, drugs, and currency. In 1995, he was one of 10 officers selected nationwide to receive the Top Cop Award from President William Jefferson Clinton at the White House. The following year, he was also chosen as Trooper of the Year for the nation, and was one of only 4 troopers to receive this award, which was presented by Vice President Al Gore at the White House. In 2009, he was appointed by President Barack Obama as the United States Marshal for the District of Rhode Island, and served in this capacity until May 7, 2011. On May 9, 2011, Colonel O'Donnell was sworn in by Governor Lincoln D. Chafee as the 12th Superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police and the Commissioner of the Rhode Island Department of Public Safety. In 2006, Steve returned to his alma mater as head boys lacrosse coach. During his tenure, he has not only led LaSalle to its first ever interscholastic league lacrosse title, but has had the honor of coaching his 3 sons, Connor, class of 2009, Cody, class of 2011, and Brady, class of 2013. In recognition of his exemplary service to our state and to LaSalle Academy, it is with great pride that we welcome Colonel Stephen G. O'Donnell, class of 78.
Like this.
Tim Welsh, I need your help. Tim Welsh, where are you? Tim? Tim Welsh, where'd you go?
Somebody stole it.
I have a couple things here. First, thank you. First thing I want to say is listening to the bios and the stories that came before me, I don't believe I belong here. Really, so I want to thank my fellow inductees. And so I don't forget, I want to thank my immediate family, my brothers and sisters who are here, somewhere to my right. Brother Frank, Jim, Maureen, my sister Karen, and my famous brother Tom. All of us noticing he's wearing a sweatshirt. Again, once again, thank you. Much humility when I accept this award. I want to thank the fellow inductees, Richard Kirby, Donald Pansiero, Most Reverend Francis Rowe, Robert Mazzio, Brother Michael McHenry, Michael Kelly, Tom Chisholm, John Reagan, Terry Allen, and Father Peter Gibbons. Thank you to Brother Thomas Garrett, Mr. Don Cavalier, Brother Michael McHenry again, Mr. Ted Quigley. I also want to recognize the committee. I think that's been said before. Thank you for recognizing these men. I've sat on many committees in my adult life, and I know it's very difficult to deal with a pool of men that you've dealt with, and I'm honored to be here. So clearly, I'm honored to be recognized with this LaSalle award. I'm usually not tongue-tied in the front of the public, but I'm very, very humble. I'm one of 4 children. I'm sorry, I'm the 4th.
6, 7, 6.
Who are you? My parents probably was there. 4.
Oh!
My older brother brothers attended Classical High School. However, I wanted to blaze my own trail and attend LaSalle Academy and follow in my father's footsteps, who was a 1943 LaSalle graduate. It was helpful that I lived a mile away. I think one of our inductees talked about thumbing. I walked to school every day. If not, I picked up a rag on the way up Academy Avenue. I made lifelong friends and was gently, and I mean gently, persuaded and guided by the Christian Brothers boxing team. Oh, excuse me, the Christian Brothers. Brother Michael's giving me that look. Who did not display much patience to any of us who didn't want to be in work with their discipline. They guided us with their wisdom, their passion for personal growth, and their commitment to everyone's success. I would like to thank publicly Christian Brothers and all the members of the clergy who assisted LaSalle Academy and the coaches who have paid very little, if at all, and have always produced remarkable men, and since 1983, remarkable women. And I'd ask you to stand, please. Brothers. As you can tell, the humbleness of them, they don't want to be recognized, but I think it's important that you've built this legendary place that just continues to evolve. I attended LaSalle from 1974 to 1978. I first was a student athlete playing basketball, and that height thing didn't really work out so well. So I converted to be a wrestler in the winter months, and I participated in lacrosse in the spring. I owe any lacrosse success to legendary LaSallian and baseball coach Carl Tody. You all may ask, why the baseball coach? Because he cut me. True story. One of the advantages of being a student at LaSalle, besides the obvious ones, and the education you receive, is the many different athletic teams that are available for student athletes to compete in. Because of this, I found a great sport called lacrosse. I never saw a lacrosse stick in my life until I went to LaSalle Academy. Obviously, this sport is sweeping the nation. It's the fastest growing sport probably in the world. In addition to playing lacrosse at LaSalle, I have had the distinct opportunity to coach many student athletes, including my boys. The academic education, along with athletics and a disciplined environment, is what sets the standard for success of LaSalle students. I'm honored to stand here tonight to share part of this rich history of excellence long associated with LaSalle Academy. It's important to recognize my parents who sacrificed to send me there. Although $660 back then didn't seem like a lot, that's a lot of money for a working class family at that time. I want to recognize my lovely wife, Holly. Right, Holly.
Yeah, Auntie Holly.
Who has stood behind me, in front of me, and at my side most of my adult life. Through a crazy world that I lived in for probably 15 years. So I thank you and appreciate that. And that's loyalty. We were just talking on a table about loyalty. When you talk about loyalty, you talk about two close friends of mine, Colonel Brendan Darby and my friend, lifelong friend, Doug Calenda. That's loyalty of just telling my son and his girlfriend, loyalty. It starts with loyalty, and so I appreciate that. I want to recognize the command staff in the state police who are here, somewhere to the right. The young men and women, would you stand, please? I recognize my three sons, Connor, a 2009 graduate, now a member of the Maryland State Police.
Yeah, Connor.
Cody, a 2011 graduate, and to the Christian Brothers who had him, believe it or not, he's studying for a test.
Yeah, Cody.
He is not here, but he's thriving at Bryant University, and there's a reason for that. And they wear white collars and black shirts and pants that just stood up in front of you. So thank you very much. And I peek at that cute young man back there, Brother Fred, who really does something special with these young men. It's unbelievable to watch, being a coach at this school, watch how these young men, and I can also say the young women, who respond to the Christian brothers and the priests on the fields. You might not realize it as a parent or a part of LaSalle. As a coach, you really see what you guys mean to the school. And I'm going to explain that in about 2 more minutes, then I'll leave. To my 3 boys, Brady, my last of the 3, who's a senior at LaSalle, who's also here today. I'm very, very proud of you. And for Holly and the boys, I love you. Before I close, I would respectfully ask Brother Michael McHenry to come to the podium. Brother, would you step forward, please? Everybody here knows this person that I want to briefly talk about, because he'll have his moment shortly. Brother Michael McHenry. Although someone else will speak more eloquently than I about Brother Michael, I want to publicly recognize the public face of LaSalle Academy for the last 14 years in his many leadership roles. Without question, a very humble, caring, compassionate, and legend of the storied organization. Although Brother Michael's legacy will be the Brother Michael McHenry FSC Arts Center, his legacy to me and some 300+ lacrosse players, he'll be known as a stalwart supporter of all athletes. However, from our perspective, he's a huge proponent of boys lacrosse at LaSalle Academy. Brother Michael, it only seems fit that you, last year as president of LaSalle, the boys lacrosse team did win the Rhode Island State Championship. And I'm going to ask 2 seniors to step forward, Brady O'Donnell and Dan Wise, to present me with something. They didn't know they were coming up.
Yeah, Brady Gaga.
I started that.
Dan Wise. It's Wise, moron.
If I told him, he wouldn't have come. I'd like Brother Michael to accept this plaque. Hopefully, you'll prominently display it for all to see from the lacrosse team from 2012. Brother Michael, thank you very much.
It's definitely a wuffed white guy. Yeah. Oh, no. Yes.
And last but definitely not least, Brother Michael McHenry,